Welcome, my fellow flames of amethyst, to another Wuthering Waves lore video. Today we will be covering Jinhsi, the magistrate of Jinzhou, the one who gently brightens the hopes of her people like rays of winter sunlight. As the revered Sentinel's appointed Resonator, she displays humility and wholeheartedly commits herself to guiding her people towards a brilliant and brighter future. As always, my fellow flames, if you enjoy these videos, these specific lore videos around these specific characters, leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of this video and which character's lore you wish for me to cover next. Without further ado, let's continue. I have here Jinhsi's Forte examination report. Her resonance power is known as the Thorborn Renewal. Her resonance evaluation report code number is Resonance Assessment 2100-G. The exact timing of Resonator Jinhsi's awakening remains unclear to this day. Signs of her awakening manifested early in her life, establishing a profound resonance connection with the legendary sentinel known as Jue, the long dragon that soars through Mount Firmament and soars through Jinzhou and Huanglong. Positioned at the midpoint of her back, Jinhsi's tacit mark is a distinct feature. When activating her resonance ability, a crystalline formation resembling the long's horns materialize above her head. A little translation for those who do not know what a long is: anything that resembles or looks or takes the shape or form of a dragon. In the Eastern culture, it is referred to as a long. Through her unique gift, Jinhsi can manipulate light to create holographic projections mirroring Sentinel Jue, showcasting power comparable to the Sentinel's own abilities. In other words, she can harness the power of the Sentinel Jue herself. Though it is only a fraction of the Sentinel Jue's power, the fact that Jinhsi can manipulate, harness, and control some of Jue's power makes Jinhsi a formidable opponent and a powerful Resonator indeed. One of the most powerful Resonators in Huanglong to date. The observational data we have points towards the exceptional growth capacity of the subject's resonance ability. The pinnacle of this ability hints at the remarkable prospect of time shifting. Detailed analysis of Jinhsi's resonance spectrum pattern has unveiled a striking resemblance to that of the Sentinel Jue. Rigorous testing has uncovered strong synteny reactions. Nevertheless, the precise trigger behind Jinhsi's awakening remains enigmatic due to the Sentinel's special position. The analysis of test samples has revealed a non-convergent Ray-Bell's curve with a noticeable periodic waveform, which classifies Jinhsi as a congenital resonator. Those that do not know what a Ray-Bell's curve is, think of it like a graph, and if that graph's line goes in a certain way, the scientists can determine what kind of resonator someone is. Now, we will be touching on Jinhsi's Overclock diagnostic report. Resonator Jinhsi's waveform graph displays elliptical fluctuations. The patterns of time domains is stable with no abnormal waveform. Resonance criticality extremely high. Resonator Jinhsi's frequency displays high stability. It is almost certain that she bears no risk of overclocking. Resonator Jinhsi has no past record of overclocking. Her routine examinations are recommended still, while psychological counseling is currently deemed unnecessary. Now, the fact that Jinhsi has no sign of future overclocking and has minimal risk of overclocking may have something to do with Jue's power and Jue's influence and Jue's input in how Jinhsi obtained. We know that in lore, Jue raised and saved Jinhsi from a cataclysmic event at Mount Firmament and raised Jinhsi as her own daughter, and chose Jinhsi to be the next High Magistrate of Jinzhou. Jinhsi has been the High Magistrate of Jinzhou for the past 3 years, being named the High Magistrate at just the age of 17. The magistrate of Jinzhou is constantly overwhelmed with work. From military matters to the city defense and civilian security issues, she must handle everything. The city hall is always filled with pending documents, but they alone cannot aid her in making accurate judgments. Jinhsi prefers to be present and listen to people's demands firsthand. To make this possible, she asked Zhang Li Yao to create an electronic to-do list that she could access on the go whenever she pleases, allowing her to review documents while attending to other tasks at the same time. She also seeks counsel and seeks advice from her advisor, Chang Li, who is also there to support and guide her in her decisions as the High Magistrate. Chang Li possesses the power of the Phoenix and was tasked with guiding Jinhsi in her decisions as the High Magistrate of Jinzhou.
Over the years, my esteemed teacher Chang Li has taught me much. Yet her smiling eyes still hold mysteries that I cannot yet comprehend.
Jinhsi suffered heavily from nightmares throughout her childhood, one of which is when she was drowning in her dream, caught in the surf and was about to sink to the bottom of the ocean. A piece of driftwood floated by, and she clung to it tightly, returning her to the shore against the tide. When she woke up, what she was clinging and holding onto in her hands was a piece of scale. If you look closely, you'll notice that the scale looks similar to the ones on Sentinel Jue's body, which tells me that Jue bestowed these scales onto Jinhsi to help with her nightmares and get her through these difficult times. Jinhsi's birth parents and village were slaughtered by tacit discords, and Jue saved Jinhsi as a baby and restored her to life using the power of Jue's own life force. Jinhsi also has a profound love for baking, and one of her signature dishes is that of the long buns. A plate of long buns made by Jinhsi herself, each adopting a pink hue and a sparkling of osmanthus powdered sugar. Each bun she bakes has a unique filling of her choice: custard, lotus seed paste, or sweet bean paste. Being the High Magistrate of Jinzhou, and being able to embody a percentage of the power of the Sentinel Jue, Jinhsi is a most powerful Resonator indeed, wielding the sword known as the Ages of Harvest. This divine claymore broadblade contains immense spectral power. Each swing of the blade reveals the flow of time and the change of the stars itself. The sword embodies all things, uniting them into one. Its gentle aura seems capable of dissolving the indestructible, whether it's millennia-old ice or the stagnation of time itself. This blade is most powerful, and wielding it means wielding the power of time itself. Some say the gemstones locked and attached to the blade contain a portion of time itself, and the power of the blade comes from these gemstones, and using it can manipulate the flow of time. In the wrong hands, one could easily manipulate timelines and change certain events, and perhaps even cause a temporal cataclysmic event. Though this is a legend, there are theories supporting this, and the fact that Jinhsi, when wielding this sword, can manipulate the flow of time, supports this. We've seen Jinhsi's immense power displayed to us time and time again throughout the Wuthering Wave story. She combated and restrained Scar, one of the leaders of the Fractidus. She's also had to go toe-to-toe with Jue herself and defeat her in order to protect and save Mount Firmament from the temporal time lock. And I'm sure in the future of Wuthering Waves, we will see Jue display more of her power in the future. She's one of the most powerful Resonators in all of Jinzhou, in all of Huanglong, and I believe, and based on what we've seen, it is only a fraction of her power, and I believe she is only going to get stronger. After all, being able to manipulate the flow of time and having the power of a great Sentinel itself is no small feat and is no small power, and is power not to be underestimated. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this lore video for Jinhsi, and I will continue to flush out these lore videos as time goes on. Let me know down in the comments which character you would like me to cover next in this lore series, and as always, my fellow flames, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.